The Kings of Rugby were tested for the first time this season last week against Edinburgh, winning only 14-0. Today, they face their rivals from Division 3 with Gloucester, making the trip up to Division 2 as well. Who's made the biggest improve over the off-season? We find out that answer today. Hello everyone and welcome along to Coolfake's Crew, your home of Rugby 18 and the Kings of Rugby career mode, where we are meeting our rivals from last season, Gloucester, for the first time and third time in the series overall. Last time we met them, there was quite a bugtastic event that took place in the second half. Hopefully we can get a good clean match-up, and none of that today from the Kings and Gloucester. Johnny Sexton takes the kick-off down as Gloucester get the game underway. They are the home team for today. It is the Kings who are on the road. Sexton is left for dust by a great sidestep, and the ball is free, and it's advantage to Gloucester very early, and they make inroads too in towards the 22, and the ball's turned over, and the Kings I thought there was advantage playing, and here's Falatau. Well, he thought there was advantage playing too. He picked it up and just trots away as if someone was going to stop him, but they didn't. And it's play on advantage again with the Kings. A flat one to Malcolm Marks. Oh, he's beat defenders left, right, centre. Looking out wide for Nadolo. Beats one Namani. Nadolo around the outside. Too much pace. And Nadolo will make quite an entrance to this game versus Gloucester. Invisible in round one. Trying in round two. Oh, but absolutely mesmerising. In round three, Namani Nadolo take a bow. This was magical from the big Fijian winger. Too much speed. And he left them all for dust to score his second try with the Kings. Was all created beautifully from Malcolm Marks. One to beat. He did that with power. Then the fullback trots across. He did that with speed. Showing he is the complete package for the Kings of Rugby on the right wing. And instantly you can say Gloucester really haven't changed much from where they were last season in Division 3, and they may well find it tough here in Division 2. 5-0, and it's a bit early to be saying that, but when you've got mesmerising talents like Tuisova, Nadolo, not to mention Nonu, Sexton, and that is just in the back line, Gloucester have got a hard fight against them here. That one strikes the upright, and it is away. And the Gloucester crowd really don't care much for what Sexton has managed there at all. It's 5-0 only, and Stuart Hogg, wow, we know he's got a thunderous punt, and he unleashes another big one. Down towards the 22, and straight towards him. Hogg makes a tackle as well. The box kick is returned, and it's out of the full. Oh, it's a comedy of errors here from Gloucester. They make mistake after mistake, and we will be going all the way back to just outside the 22. A great kick from Stuart Hogg has resulted in a great turnover of a good 60 metres here for the Kings of Rugby. Malcolm Marks to throw it, and he goes to the back, and it's Genia who's got it. It's charged slightly by the Gloucester player, and it's all a bit of a mess, to be fair, from that set piece. So I have to try again. It's Underhill who gives it away to Smith, and they're all going a bit the wrong way. Now they straighten things up through Falatau. Away to Nadolo. Nadolo once again looking to get in the clear. Oh, he's taken. That is a disgusting tackle. A big whack around the back of the neck, and that definitely deserves a nasty yellow card. Get that man off the field. Minimum of yellow. I'm not sure. Yes, got a yellow card. And Hogg will smash that into touch. And it'll be a 5-metre line-out for the Kings of Rugby. Right. Now, a line-out was under a little bit of pressure last week. Hopefully we can reverse that now and get things back on our side. Nicely taken at the front. Guinea goes short to Falatau, and he almost stormed through all by himself. Now we go away to Marks. Malcolm Marks looking to option up out wide. They get it nicely to Conrad Smith, but they can't turn it all the way out to Tuisova. Now they have another attempt. Tuisova gets it. Tuisova taken in a brilliant tackle around the chest. Nonu Big pass to Vahamahina. He offloads it to Ndolo. Ndolo wants a beat. Nemani Ndolo. That's what he's all about. And that is how devastating two big Fijian wingers can be. You look after Tui Soma. Well, Ndolo's going to have you for breakfast. Watch this big pass. Vahamahina drew in two defenders. They couldn't cover. Then the power. And the Gloucester fullback is having a nightmare there. He's been blitzed by Ndolo. Now he's been demolished by Ndolo. Not much is going his way, that's for sure. Look at this. Drops the shoulder, bang, get out of the way. And then the big dive. And the celebration to boot. 10-0. Kings of Rugby lead over Gloucester. And a hush around the ground here. I think many fans were hopeful that this Gloucester side could change their fortunes the last season. It has not happened at all. And the much improved Kings side scoring a point every 2 minutes as it stands currently. Sexton will look to change that scoring rate with the conversion as first of the game. And after 20 minutes it is 12-0. The Kings of Rugby over Gloucester. Kicked off deep and finding Ndolo, who's not really one to kick. Malcolm Marks, neither is he really, and he's just kind of played his way around that. Here is Conrad Smith, who he's decided he's going to run Conrad, and he runs quite nicely too, offloading to Tui Soma, who pops back to Evans. Evans back to Vahamahina, in the tackle, gets away to Furlong. Furlong to Nonu. Nonu, oh, he should have carried on there, Nonu. Oh, is it dropped? Is it knocked on? I'm not sure what it is, but Gloucester have pulled the ball in, and they keep hold of it as well. Nicely played.
It's a maul.
One out to the right, and it is a maul called by the referee. What can they do here? The Kings
Advantage
trying
over.
to shut this down. Advantage is over, and they've done enough here. Have they? No, not quite. We are keeping this ball away from them. All charging forward, and advantage back for them. We didn't even do anything.
Advantage is over.
Advantage just quickly over, and Genia was there to try and snake that ball back, but he doesn't get. Oh, big tackle there from Falatau, and he bulldozes it away from all the support play. Now they're struggling. Ndolo, oh, barnstorming, bulldozing, call it what you like. It is Nemani Ndolo all over the place. He kicks ahead, looking to chase. It's only a little chip. Let's regather back there, and he is, well, he's not done much to try and stop that. He's come back to Hogg. We haven't seen much of the attacking ways of Stuart Hogg just yet. He's broken out of one tackle there. He's looking to swivel through two. He charges up towards the 22. That is vintage Stuart Hogg right there. Away to Conrad Smith. Into the contact he goes, and he's held up by the flanker. He's actually taken down by the flanker as well. Good work there by the Gloucester defence. Now it's Furlong. Well, not really wanting to do that. That was a bit of a mess, one could say. As Saikalisi gets the ball back and reluctant to give it over. He holds on to it as long as he can. Richard Hibbert. First line out for Gloucester. And really the first chance Gloucester's actually had to do anything as well. Oh, it's gone to the back. It's nicely looked after as well. And shrugged away one defender, but it's Falatau who comes back and has another goal. And it's turned over. Well played, Falatau. Oh my goodness. He didn't want that ball. And it's all going a bit pear-shaped again. Here is Conrad Smith with a bit of shape and a bit of space. Marks, he has been in devastating form for Ndolo, who shakes things up, and Nemani Ndolo is hammered. Oh, the Gloucester fullback has got revenge. It's away to Khaleesi. Has it scored for the Kings? Now he has. That is a try. Sai Khaleesi scores, and the Kings get 3 on the stroke of half-time. Strong run of the ball is Sai Khaleesi, and you see him hit it at pace. Bang, straight over the fly half. Carries the scrum half with him, and then plants the ball down with the big mitts to secure the 3rd try. The Kings do this very well. Target runners. And they've targeted Khaleesi and the big boys in that back row very nicely. With Genia is great at that snappy little quick flat pass. And a little bit of excitement by the forwards develops the 3rd try of the match. Sexton's 1 out of 2. You'll be looking to put this over 50% with a pretty easy one right in front. Slight breeze from his right towards his left, and he slots it without too much trouble. and makes the scoreline 19-0 at half-time. The Kings of Rugby leading this one comfortably now over Gloucester. Well, 3 tries to zip, and as I always say, it comes down to that tackle count to know how the game is really going. 23 tackles to 8. Gloucester are doing too much work in defence. They need more ball, and they need players to stay on the field. They've lost their fullback, who really has been shaky in the whole match, except for that last little passage where he absolutely smashed the Dolo, and that should be, hopefully, a difference maker for him. But 19-0 is a long way back, and an unlikely way back for Gloucester in the second half. 3 tries, 2 conversions, and 19 points to 0. Stuart Hogg's got the ball on halfway, and he has been one to really excite this Kings of Rugby crowd. He's going very high, and that's going to be short as well. And that will be, yes, an improper kickoff. And Gloucester have optioned for the scrum. Probably not the best option they could have hoped for. The Kings of Rugby have been known to demolish opposition scrums given the opportunity. And it's, well, even on the Kings side of halfway, so that's a bit insulting, isn't it? They can't even get it on midfield. Gloucester doing very well here with a scrum, though, and they may well keep the ball. I don't think I've ever seen this against the Kings. What's going on with Will Genia? He is all over the shop. He's almost in the front row. It's going to be Gloucester ball. This is a shock. Gloucester turn it over. They keep hold of it, I should say. At the scrum, the Kings do not turn it over, but they do there. Well, that is a mess. Absolute mess again. Hot potato through the back line. It's come away to Sexton, who really would have wanted to kick that away. Genia is there. Genia thumps it. The leather almost coming off that ball as it's bounced on its point and comes straight back towards the Kings. Gloucester flirting with the touchline and floating very well with the touchline too, but losing the ball to Genia once more. He chucks it out the back, and it's Olse who's picked it up from Tuisova, and it's catch and pass at the moment. Deliverance back and intercepted. Gloucester get the ball back again. They try to go short side. They don't find a way through there, and Sexton turns the ball over. Back for the Kings. They quickly go out wide to Namani Nadolo. They don't want to tackle him. They stay off him. He grabs the ball ahead. This has been his Achilles heel, one could say, to try and regather these balls. He does so this time. It's there in the Kings in the 22. If they can shift it one more, Nonu can't do it. Amazingly, Martin Nonu still hasn't scored a try for the Kings of Rugby. He switched him back, and this is a chance until he's over. It's an advantage for the Kings, however. And it's away for Martin Nonu once more. He's taken in the first wave of defence. Back quickly for Khaleesi. Here's Conrad Smith. Advantage is over as they change directions yet once again. Sam Underhill. Has he got the pace? Underhill to the corner. Underhill to score. That is a great try out wide. He's a try-scoring flanker, is Sam Underhill, and he's got another one. The celebrations all round for the Kings of Rugby. It's a bit of a mess sometimes when they don't know what way they want to go as a team, but it does confuse the defence just as much as the attack. And Underhill trots around as close to the sticks as he can, safely holding onto the ball and scoring a rather uncomfortable and unbalanced try, unstructured try, one could say, for the Kings of Rugby. But Gloucester have been nowhere near the task here today. 56 minutes gone. It's 24-0. And that is also the bonus point try for the Kings of Rugby. Johnny Sexton saws that ball on the tee. He's got a strong breeze to contend with here, which he's had troubles with at points throughout the day's play with his goal kicking. Can he correct this one enough to go through the middle? He does. That is nice from Sexton. Much better from the Irish fly half. And he gets that away. Will Genia. Wow, Will Genia. He was going to smoke that ball a long way, but he's been drilled down. And instead he'll give it away to someone else to do as they turn it back. Malcolm Marks, a little chip over the top, looking for the wing damage. Oh, they've cut St. Do. Could be a try for Gloucester. They carve way back though. Looking for support. They have lost the pill. And Falatau Gives that a good old-fashioned slug from a forward, and it's picked up brilliantly as well from Sexton. Vahamahina, Nonu, fainting, dummying to his left. Now they get it out to Furlong, who's taken a good tackle. Conrad Smith helps out the Irishman. Underhill away to Vahamahina. He gives it away to Tuisova, who's shaping up to kick, but he's gone into touch. Good tackle from Richard Hibbert it is. Puts him over the sideline. Well, it's been pretty convincing here from the Kings of Rugby. Gloucester really haven't fancied their chances at all, and 26-0, I thought they might be the side that could do something against the Kings. It has not turned out that way at all. We don't want them all. No, we don't want them all. Let's get some boys in there. Charge it up, son. Now we're starting to beat them. That's what we want to do. Keep it away. Ah-ha-ha. Now you're done. Oh, why don't reset? That's not fun. At all. Stop it. Gloucester used the ball and they charge through. One tackler beaten. The Kings stand off. 10 minutes to go. The ball is there. It's advantage. Oh, offside was Underhill. And through the middle they go, Gloucester. They should have scored that. They may anyway. They will. Gloucester will score. First try conceded for the Kings of Rugby in Division 2. What a try it was, too. How many times could they scored it? Watch this. He went straight through the gap. That was terrible defending between Falatau and Smith. He could have gone over, but instead he passed it, and the support player going straight through the middle, the inside centre, scoring for Gloucester. Shocking defence, absolutely terrible, and they were all at sea. Nadolo took him out, then he jumped the defender, and then it was Tuisova that took the last player out as well to score the try. So really interesting what just transpired there. Changed the whole outlook on this game when a guy just runs straight through two really good defenders and then bamboozles some great attackers on his way to score their first try, and conversion is over. 26-7 the score, and that is not what the Kings of Rugby would want to see at all. They go long this time, and it's through the boot. Oh, it's turned on a point as well of Hogg, and this time it's a big tackle, shutting down the kicking options of Gloucester. Big competition here for the ball. Who wants it? It is the Kings! They get it back. Guinea away to Furlong, out to Nadolo. Beats one, Nadolo should have held on.
Ball three.
He bamboozled the defender enough to think he was going to keep going. Sexton takes on the line. Nonu hits the tackle. Turnover though. It's a good turnover as well. Straightening to Nadolo, who bulldozes through one and taking down the second wave. It's there for Guinea. Evans, nicely out to Tuisova, shrugs away one. Tuisova straightens up, gets away from the second, and he'll go to the corner. Tuisova will score. Great try for the Kings. 31-7. That is one way to throw it back in the face of Gloucester. Boy, oh boy, Rob Evans, he's pretty happy. And he's almost broken the back of Tuisova. What's this though from Guinea? A big pass wide, and it was the two drawn defenders there and the acceleration away from Tuisova that really left the Gloucester defence in all sorts of trouble, and then the little celebration dive to go over with as well. Excellent work there. Combinations working very well, but it's just beating those one-on-one tackles that is always enough for a dangerous player like Tuisova. If you beat that one, you put their defence to absolute ribbons, and that is how you beat a team like Gloucester, breaking them down in that kind of unstructured but destructive way of playing rugby. 80 minutes is up, 31-7 is the score, and Johnny Sexton with the chance to pop over another couple here if he wants to. It's a tough kick. He's got the breeze coming over his shoulder. That is a beautiful kick. Wow. Struck it perfectly. And full-time rings the score 33-7. Gloucester have done what not many have done before. They've scored a try versus the Kings of Rugby. But there's not much else to celebrate here for them, as they are well and truly thumped by the Division 3 champions, and they carry on with another bonus point win. Well, there you go, folks. Gloucester were the ones that we thought might trouble us. Edinburgh, so far, have been the only ones to do it, but Gloucester have scored some points against us. 40 points in total, but 33-7 is the Kings of Rugby victory. 5 tries to 1, 4 conversions to 1, and half the tackles. Look at that, 43 by Gloucester, just 20 by the Kings. Another big win, but another big 5 points as we look to carry our form into this whole season, and hopefully we can get through to the playoffs and take our game to Division 1, then the Championship, then the Premiership. A lot of work still to be done on this side. So Edinburgh, they came and they went away scoreless, but 14-0 was that one. We thought we might get a similar match versus Gloucester, 33-7. That one ended up. You can see the Southern Kings, the Kings of Rugby, now sit proudly at the top of the leaderboard. The Dragons have not played since because the Kings play the first match of the 4th round. So that is up against Benetton, who are way down the bottom with just 1 win to their name in 5th position. Edinburgh, bizarrely, sit way down there on just 1 point. Just 1. That is all they have managed. The Kings, though, proudly at the top. Gloucester on 8. Dragons 10. Bordeaux on 5. And the table is still close enough that a lot could change each and every week. So we do have Benetton next. That you can see by the middle there will be a similar match to the last 2 we've had. Edinburgh were rated 72. Gloucester rated 74. So questions to whether these will be a challenge or not, I'm not quite sure. Really waiting for the Dragons game, which will be match number 5. And then it is the return legs for all the 5 games that we've had so far. But that is it for today's episode. You can see there the Kings are sitting proudly on the top of the table. There we go. We've only conceded 7 and we've scored 88 ourselves. But look at the Dragons. They are very similar. 84 on attack. But defensively, pretty poor with conceding 63 points. But that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, team. Hope you're enjoying the Kings of Rugby season in Division number 2. I'll be back again very soon with our match versus Benetton. Until then, thanks for watching and take care.